tarpauling up so we don't get wet, but we've basically got this bed that I've got from a friend for free, and that's how we're going to start building the bed. So I thought I'd set you up, got a little super shiny light, and you can see kind of how we're going to do it. Say hey, Jim!
Hi!
He's old and frail, can't do much. So I'll set you up and you can see what we get up to. And we have a bed frame. So now basically what we're going to do with the bed frame is put all the slats in and everything, and what we're going to do is build this bed frame so that it goes higher up, so it's going to be up to about in line with that wire up there. So it's going to be off the ground so I can fit my bike underneath and stuff, and also it's going to be wider, so we're going to put like wood across as well as down and cut off the bits that we don't want basically, and then kind of reinforce it so that it's going to be up and strong basically. So yeah, it's kind of going quite well at the moment. I don't have the vision for this. My friend offered me this bed in front of Jim, and Jim was like, yeah, take it, that'll save you tons of money and we can make it into the bed. So that's what we're doing. So Jim has the vision as usual. And I just I'm learning from Jim. I'm learning a lot from Jim. So that's the bed kind of all up.
Right.
I've had to come to Wix because we needed some wood to attach the bed to the floor and make the bed frame more sturdier. So Jim sent me, got all the stuff that I need written down, so off I'm gonna go. I would usually film it. When I get my GoPro back, I will start, don't you worry. Back from Wix, and I have all the wood we need. And we're gonna start fixing it all together now. Hopefully it goes well, fingers crossed. Jim's phone's ringing and he has to go and answer it. He's rushing. That's an old man's rush. He's gonna kill me for that one. We have the bed up to the height. So we're now just gonna legs in and just kind of get it all like sorted. This is super exciting. This is gonna be really, really excited. No one has any idea how excited I am. But I had a bit of an issue because it's the first time we've put it up pretty high to get my bike underneath, and I just said it's just too hard. I'm going to have to like take my seat post out of my bike to get it underneath here, which I'd rather do and have the bed lower and be comfortable and be able to sit up in bed than not be able to sit up in bed. And how many times do I use my bike? Well, actually, I use my bike quite a lot, but that's not the point. So it would be easy just to slide my seat post in after getting the bike out, so that's what I've decided to do. So I'm happy with that.
Yes, I mean,
The bed is all finished. I cannot believe it. And we've got one water tank in place. Gonna put the other one in place tomorrow. And all the slats are drilled in. This is going to be a table and storage bit, so you won't see that eventually. But for now, this is where we're at. We did it. Good afternoon. So I'm spending my Saturday afternoon just kind of doing little bits and pieces in the van. What I'm going to do in a bit is show you how the front seat swivels. But at the moment I'm currently, should have probably filmed before I started, I'm currently just fixing my water tanks to the van. So I've already done this one, all done. Just going to do this one. And then I'm actually going to drill in the floor, which I haven't done yet. Then I'm going to go and get my laminate floor and bring it out to see what it looks like with the ceiling, because I think it's going to clash a little bit. I need to re-put this piece of ceiling in and re-nail it in. And then I'm going to start painting. But I'm also waiting for my friend Chris, because I love where the bed is. But if I can just bring it so that it comes onto this bit of the metal, one, this will kind of stabilize it. I mean, it's pretty stable. I mean, I'm like shaking it like crazy. But if I can bring it close up to here, then it takes up, if you see, it's on the line. The wrong part of the wood is on the line. It will take up less of the space in the shower and the kitchen. And therefore I will be able to have more kitchen and more shower correct space. So that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know what time Chris is going to arrive, but I'm going to start painting probably. Actually, he may arrive before I start painting, but he's going to help me move this, because it's kind of a two-person job really. Make sure it's square and even again, and then put it back in. It's just these four little things here. So for now, I'm just going to finish off doing this. I'll set you up so you can watch. It won't take me long, and then we'll see if Chris is here. And if he is, move the bed. If he's not, I'll start to paint and just fix those few little things. But yeah, I will show you how the front seat swivels in a bit. Actually, I might just do it now and get it done out of the way. So come with me, and you'll be okay. So let me set you up so you can see what I'm going to do. So basically, this swivel seat is all crash tested, which is obviously clearly what I wanted. And you can also get in to this section underneath the seat, which is what that's where my battery is going to go, which is hence why all these wiring is going to be here. That's all going to be underneath there. So basically, to swivel the seat, you just have to undo these. There's 8 of them in total, so yes, it is a lot to undo to start with. I might have to move stuff on that out of the front, but once you've swiveled it, because obviously you're not driving with it the other way, you only need to put these 4 in at the front. So it's actually quite easy to swivel in a sense. It doesn't take loads of going back and forth. Once these are out, it just turns, as long as there's nothing in the way. Currently I have a mat there for my workout this morning. So if I set you up here, you will be able to see. Let me just go and move. Oh, that's totally not level. Oops. I'll move the mat up front. So, literally, just unscrew these screws. Yeah, okay, it would be slightly easier if it was just like a push and pull system, blah blah blah, like you get in like the VW campers, but I really wanted to utilise the space underneath the seat, and so this was kind of the only one that I could see and find. It took me a little while to find that would be able to do that. I'll have to have a look. I think it's this. I think this swivel seat is from RJ and Campers, something like that. I'll write it in the comments below, so you can go and have a look if it's something that you want to buy. But they're brilliant. As soon as I paid for it, they sent it out pretty quickly. So and it's sent out like signed for delivery. Comes with all the instructions, pretty easy, and all the bolts. Comes with all the bolts and everything that you need. Well, the extra bits, extra bolts that you might need. Yeah, so it's definitely worth the money. So it's all the bolts undone. And look, see, you just swivel the seat all the way around. And then you just get this back into place. Usually I put this seat belt all the way around the other side, but I obviously won't for now because I'm just showing you. And then you just realign everything up. And what I've learned, having done this a few times now, is not to put your first bolt in super tight, because if it's not quite in the right place, you just, sometimes I've had it so I can't screw it down again. If it's not in the right place, then you just need to like shift it a little bit like that, and then look, now it's in the right place again. So I just kind of loosely put them down. You can put all four on obviously this way, but I find it easier and less hassle just to put the four on and then it stays in place. This last one. Ta-da! And that's it. The seat is now around the other way. So usually I just shove this all over behind so it's not in the way. This is Tank's car seat, so that won't be in the way. And then what I love about it is there's still space down here, and what I'm going to do over this section is put a box that you can use to put your shoes, like flip-flops, little shoes in. That space is still there, and you can either put your feet on it or put your legs over it. So it won't be in the way. So it's perfect. And I haven't done a swivel seat on my driver's seat because it's just not any need to in my build. So then all you have to do is undo these again. So we'll go back round, literally. Oh yeah, here it is, the label says here, RJ, R and J Camper Solutions it's from. Yeah, and it's made in the UK, which makes me feel good because I'm helping someone who's got a business in the UK at the moment. Being a business person myself, I know how important that is. So you just put it back, and you kind of line it up and get it into place. And it's easy, especially if you have two people, like the other person can be doing the front ones when you're doing these back ones. So yeah, that's kind of it. Not really much more to it. Now I'm going to get back on with putting my water tanks in, which is really exciting. By the way, I have done this before where I've had all of them in and just one struggles to go in, and it is still the same thing, just literally have to just like move it a little bit and it'll be in the right spot. So you can think, oh, this is easy, like I've got all of them in, and then like one just won't go in. You think, oh no, what have I done? But, you haven't done anything. It's not a big deal. See, it still moves a little bit if you don't do them up tight. So yeah, last two. Tighten them all back up. It's ready to drive now. And there we have it. The second water tank that ain't moving. So yeah, Chris isn't here yet. Probably gonna be here in a minute. I'm kind of wonky, sorry. So I'm just gonna go and finish a few little bits, and then I'll show you what we're doing with the bed. So I will be honest, I totally forgot to film the end of the way the bed looks, but it means that I can talk you through what we actually ended up doing. So in this you can see we started by taking both ends of the bed off, so that meant we were able to kind of move the bed closer towards the back of the doors. We then had to shave a tiny bit off of each of the end of the bed so that the wood was able to fix back in place, but definitely continue to brace the bed against the van. So we started off with the back end closest to the door first to make sure that the doors was closed and everything was in place, and we realised, okay, well, the legs slightly able to move slightly more if we chiseled a bit off. So that's what we decided to do. Just a teeny bit off the bottom of each of the feet, and that meant that we were able to move the bed of a total of about 2.5 inches. So once we'd done that, we're able to fix the back bit of the bed back on, make sure the doors were able to close, and then we went ahead and shaved a tiny bit of the foot end of the bed off so that could go back in place. And once we'd done that, we were able to then screw the bed back into the floor again, making sure it was obviously all square and the right measurements. And then basically I've gained another 2.5 inches on the front section of the van, which is brilliant for the shower and for the kitchen. So as you can see, we now just put the rest of it all back together and it sits perfectly again. Plus, that little wire, as you can see on the right hand side, is the right side of the bed now. So we just had a little chat about what else we needed to do to the bed and what my plans were, and that's about it really. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and make sure you subscribe so you know when my next video is coming up. Hopefully there won't be too much of me just stood around chatting next time.